Good morning. Just before starting this episode, I'll request all of you to go through the last video that I uploaded. It is the part 1 of our first camping trip. Hello everyone. So in this episode, I'll share with you how much we enjoyed the first camping trip itself, because in the last episode I just showed how we reached our destination, but in this episode I'll start from actually setting up the tent where we spent all night. It was about 4 p.m. that day, and we were super excited that for the first time we were going to set up our tent. And this was actually practiced at home once, but that was in a different scenario, and we could not complete the whole procedure there because it's not possible to set up everything inside our living room. Initially, we were just discussing how to start the whole process, but the children already were enjoying. This site was quite clean. We started by spreading the tarp first, then my husband was trying to put these sticks together. My daughter felt very happy. She actually adores the outdoor activities so much that even a joyride can make her happy. And the best part is she can entertain herself. She doesn't need anyone to be around. Generally, my son tries to mingle with other kids, but at this point of time, he was actually helping his father because his friend was also helping her family to set up their tent. তোমাদের টেন বানানো ফটো তুলতে ভালো করে ইয়ে বানিয়েছি হ্যাঁ This was the pre-final look of our tent before the rain fly was put on. As I already mentioned in my planning video, that this tent was much larger than what we needed for 4 people inside. But we wanted this because we needed some more space inside and we don't feel cramped as we felt inside our car that day. Till this point of time, we did not have any arrangement inside the tent. We had to spread another tarp and we had to inflate the air mattresses, but we did not do anything like that till it was time to sleep at night. As I already said, that 2 of the families among us decided to stay inside the tent for the whole night, while the other family was inclined not to do that. So they took a log house on rent and they were actually coming from there. And after this, we had our rain fly set on the tent. It was a bit confusing because there was another stack of sticks. We couldn't figure out where to put those. And once the tents were set, we tried to start the fire. Thankfully, this time we got a dry fire pit where it was very easy to set the fire on. স্টার্টার গুলো দিল আর করলাম না, আগেই দেওয়া হয়ে গেছে। তেল একটু দিয়েছি আমি। সব দাও দাও করে জ্বলে গেল গেল। No, I don't know. You're 10? That's your dad. হ্যাঁ আমার গ্লাভসটা তো। I know that Morgan only has like one brother. The sun was about to set and it was a beautiful scenery over the lake.
No, it's the weed chopper. It's the weed chopper. It's the weed chopper.
No!
5 seconds. Yes.
Helicopter, helicopter.
That is not a helicopter. I'm making a helicopter right now. I'm making a yacht. I'm making a yacht copter. What yacht? What is the yacht?
What is the way you're making that? Helicopter, helicopter.
What is the guy at? Nah.
Cyclone Finger.
Helicopter, helicopter.
Freak happened. What the freak happened?
It was the time to have some hot coffee. The milk was boiled with the help of this kettle while the water was boiled in my electric cooker. The first solid meal that we had after having coffee was baked corn.
Look at that.
Look it together. It is so much fun. More of us.
In this video, you will get to hear 3 different languages. We were generally talking in Bangla, and Hindi songs were being played in the background while the children were conversing in English.
এখন করা যাবে না ওই ইলেকট্রিক্যাল সার্কিট ডিফারেন্ট এর এটা করো
There was a time when we did a little adventure. 2 of us went to the log cabin from the campsite and we had to go through the woods. Since there was no light, so we were carrying torch and that headlamp. This was the cabin which was taken on rent by one of our companions. It was like 1-bedroom apartment with a kitchen, bathroom and hall. Since it was 30th of November, which was our wedding anniversary, so we were actually going to celebrate that by cutting 2 cakes.
মাইন হ্যাঁ না ওইদিকেই থাকো
One of these cakes was brought by us, while the other one was brought by one of our friends.
কেক এত বাঁচবে
সকালে আমাদের ব্রেকফাস্ট হয়ে যাবে
এখন প্রতিবেশীদেরও দেওয়া যাবে
My fingers are all the way till here.
At this point of time, we were having cakes and was quite relaxed.
যখন প্রথম পোস্টিং হলো সুন্দরবনে বলছে বাঘ যে একটু ডেঞ্জারাস জিনিস
After some time, we started to prepare our dinner. Bell peppers and onions were cut and paneer was pre-marinated, so we used that.
এটা কই রাখলে এই তো ঠিক আছে চলো যাই গিয়ে দেখলাম নীল রঙের কালি খুব খুশি হয় আরিয়ানা নো 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 মা 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 না
Mashana, we're helping the fire by throwing things.
না 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 তখন
আবার
পুজো
পরে
দিই
আরেকবার
হ্যাঁ তখন আমরা ডিসাইড করলাম যে ওই ডেটটা 15 তে যাব আমরা ওই ডেটটা আমরা ডিসাইড করলাম
Wait, you know how the universe
বাংলা
got
বলে
started?
আমি বাঙালি ঠিক আছে আমি
These Christmas lights were put there only for decoration, but these were giving a nice look to our campsite.
বলো ভাই এটাই তো আগে বললেই হতো
Here I was trying to find the best angle to get a group photo, but it was never done. Except me, all were so busy. I have kept most of our conversations here intact just to remind us what we did in this camping trip.
খুব সুন্দর হয়েছে না কিন্তু নুন কম হয়েছে ও ঠিক আছে বিট নুন আছে কি কাণ্ড করছে আরিয়ানা সবাই সবাই
এদিকে পড়লো নাকি কিছু
কিছু দেখছে না
That day, the kids were also working with us to clean up the turf which they were using to sit on.
Monster, Ariana? What are you playing?
ওদিক থেকে দেখবে হা করতে করতে কেউ আসছে আমি আছি
একটা ফটো তুলি পোজ দাও
দাও
কি এইভাবে বন্ধ করে না এটা তো খুলতে হবে এখন খুলছে না এখন এখন না
দেখি তো এই বাচ্চাগুলো এগুলো কখন করবে
কি কি দেবে শুধু ইয়ে
Back to the end of marshmallows. Why?
It was the time to have some s'mores.
পরেই বলছি
Sit down. Sit down.
ফয়েলটা এত পুড়ে গেল কেন?
It was already very cold outside, and like our kids do not have habit to have cold water, so I just wanted to have some warm water for them. At one side, that electric cooker was used to heat up the water, and on the other side, at the fire pit, the pre-marinated chicken were being baked. These already prepared rotis were taken for my daughter only. For others, there were something else.
খাওয়া দাওয়া হয়ে গেছে।
খাওয়া দাওয়া
আরে মাঝখানে দাউ দাউ করে জ্বালিয়েছিল আগে।
কর্নগুলো তো ঠান্ডা
Then it was the time for main course. This gravy was pre-prepared by one of our friends, while the cooker was brought by another one.
এদিকে তাকাও সবাই এদিকে দেখি এই দেখে
আমাদেরকে দেখে মনে হচ্ছে তো কাজ করছি
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
একটু এরকম ভাবে ধরে দাঁড়াও
হ্যাঁ ধরো দাঁড়াও তোমরা সবাই ওকে ধরো ওটা ধরবে হ্যাঁ
নাকি একটু হিটটা বাড়িয়ে দেবো
কি বলে?
বলে ফিলিং হট
Ma, it's feeling hot.
তুই মনে হয় কিছু হট দেখছিস ভিডিও ওই জন্য তো ফিলিং হট হচ্ছে
Ma, I just opened it.
পার কালারা বলেছিল 10টায় সাইলেন্স মোডে যেতে আমরা 10টায় আরো তেড়ে ফুড়ে রান্না বান্না চালু করলাম
2-3 মিনিট
During this time, that is after 10 p.m., most of the other campers were already fell asleep, while we were still preparing our dinner.
এখানে রুটি হবে এখানে চিকেন হবে হবে
এটা একটা প্লেট দাও।
So right now we are inside our tent and it's 0 degree outside.
And I'm freezing.
I hope you enjoyed this episode too, and just wait for the third one where I'll share what we did in the next day, and it was an awesome experience too, just like this one. Thank you everyone.